Yo, what's up, YouTube? How you guys doing, man? How you guys doing? I'm doing really friggin' good. Really friggin' good. Anyway, so, wanted to go over some things. I had a video that was out a few years ago that triggered some people recently. So, being that I don't even remember the video, I'd like to go over my thoughts, my current thoughts on bariatric surgery, whether I like it, dislike it, and all that good stuff. I'd also, before we even start, I would like to say the outright bar. This thing was received so well by the Olympia. It's all natural. You can read more about it. I have it linked in the description box below. Don't want to turn this into a pimp piece. Click on the link. But anyway, the outright bar is currently almost sold out. If not, it's sold out in one flavor. There's one flavor left. We'll have more coming in about a week and a half. So, with that said, let's get on to bariatric surgery. So, I had someone completely attack me the other day on my Instagram, and I blocked them because they were very disrespectful and shitty. Not because they dissented with me, but because they were just being an asshole. So nonetheless, I'm like, whatever. I thought it was just a one-off, and I haven't even realized I did a video on bariatric surgery. I believe I did. The only one I could find is one I did on a 2-year-old child getting it. And I still stand by the fact that that's fucked up. I don't like that at all. I don't think a 2-year-old child needs bariatric surgery, which is stomach stapling, whatever they do. So anyway, long story short, I get a message this morning from a gentleman who has bariatric surgery and saying that his community is fucked up because people in the fitness community like me are insensitive and so on and so forth. And I understand that. Look, I'm not one to make light of obesity or anything that makes people struggle in any way. So nonetheless, I decided to do this video to kind of address that because I don't want any incongruencies, misconception, or whatever about my current stance or my former stance on bariatric surgery, because I really don't have a stance. I have opinions. However, my opinions come from my life experience, and I can't put myself in someone else's shoes. I had this great conversation with my business partner, Mike Rashid, and we toured Virginia together. And Mike's a very insightful, very thinking guy. And we basically were saying, I'll never know what it's like to have the black experience in America. I won't. I can't. I'll never know what it's like to have the experience as a 6'4" tall white guy in America. What I do know is what it's like to be Marc Lobliner in my current state and where I grew up. I know what it's like to be a white guy in the hood. I know what it's like to be a guy on the come up. I know what it's like to be a mediocre, but I know what it's like to have my experience. But I can't empathize with someone else's experience. However, with bariatric surgery, I do know what it's like to be fat. Because remember in my teens when I was playing football, I was 285 pounds. I never hit 300 pounds, but I have been fat as fuck. And I lost the weight. However, I know my mindset. I've never been alive with someone else's mindset. So, irrespective of that, I am wanting to just kind of delve into my thoughts on bariatric surgery. After all other types of weight loss and lifestyle mediation or lifestyle changes or whatever you want to call it have been attempted, surgery in all cases should be the last resort. If I hurt my shoulder and I can potentially rehab it with physical therapy, I don't want someone cutting my fucking shoulder open. If there is an option to improve or to prevent or to fix something without surgical intervention, permanently, changing your body or even temporarily, I think you should exhaust all options prior to that. And I'm not going to change that opinion. A lot of people who have bariatric surgery have tried it all. And whether it's from lack of willpower, whether it's from lack of mental fortitude, I don't fucking know. And I don't fucking care. At the end of the day, obesity is, I believe, ahead of smoking now for the #1 cause of premature death. I don't give a shit how you keep the weight off. I don't care if you staple your stomach. I don't care if you cut the fucker off. I don't care if you take pills that make food taste like shit to you. At the end of the day, it's not because we're eating more carbohydrate. It's not because what that retard Gary Taub says, that calories don't matter. I bet you we can get a ton of people who get fat as fuck eating no carbohydrate. I've seen a lot of people overeat bacon. And at the end of the day, we're eating too much fucking food. Bottom line, doesn't matter about fucking, oh, calories don't count. Shut the fuck up. You can't cure fucking obesity with keto. You just fucking can't, in my opinion. And I could change my opinion on that too. Prove me wrong. Last time I checked, Alan Aragon fucking destroyed Gary Taubes in that debate. Fucking destroyed him. So, calories matter. They fucking do. What's causing people to be obese, overweight, is the fact they eat too much food. Period. It's the type of food as well. Why? Well, because it takes a whole lot more broccoli to equal 1,000 calories than it does to get 1,000 calories from cake or Big Macs or cheese fries or tortas. It is Taco Tuesday. So the bottom line is, it is what it is. You're eating too much fucking food. So if you can't control the amount of calories you take in, whatever the reason may be, then by all fucking means, get the surgery. But it should be the absolute last resort. You are literally going into your body. You are cutting or stapling or tying off your stomach. And that's not fucking good. But it's still better than dying of obesity-related causes. Now, I do think that as a society, it does show that we might lack a bit of willpower. But I'm speaking as someone who literally can put my mind to something and make it happen. Period. So, I don't empathize that well with people who can't do that. And that's my problem. It's not your problem. That's my problem. My problem is that I have always been a guy who, if I had something to beat, I would just mentally will myself to do it. And I understand not everybody is the same. Look, I'm fortunate to have children who say, I want to become an Olympic star. So they wake up in the morning at 6, they're training with weights at 6:30 a.m. And after school, they have 1.5 to 3 hours of soccer practice. And on days they don't have that, they train again, or they have music, or they're doing homework. I'm fortunate to have that. But what if I had a kid, and I still have one more kid who can do it, who doesn't have that drive, who can't set their mind to something and do it? And we're all different. Not every human being is put on this earth with the mental drive and the will and the fortitude to say, you know what, I'm going to stop smoking. You really think these people who are dying of lung cancer fucking smoking through a hole in their neck, you think they want to do that? They just don't have whatever it takes. And I'm not going to speculate. A lot of different theories of what causes willpower, whether it's hormonal, whether it's chemical, whether it's whatever. I'm not going to speculate on that. They want to stop smoking. They really fucking do. But they just can't. They just can't. So that's where bariatric surgery is a godsend. If you mentally can't will yourself to, or it could, think about it like ghrelin, leptin. Maybe they have a disorder where their body produces not enough leptin. Or maybe it produces too much ghrelin, the hunger hormone. That's the thing. So I really think that it's a last minute, last type of thing. So I am, again, I'm not against it. I'm one of those guys who's like, it's your fucking body, right? It's your body. So if you want to manipulate your body in whatever way you want, if you want to cut off your dick, install a vagina, if you want to get breast implants, which my wife has, and I fucking love them. If you want to get piercings, will make your ears like this big. If you want to manipulate your neck where it becomes long like those chicks in Africa, I really don't give a fuck. It's your body. But as a sensible diet guy, I really do think that you should exhaust all of your options before having bariatric surgery. And I don't know if a lot of people are doing that. I think a lot of people are having fad diets. I think a lot of people are doing weird stuff. And I think that if it's socially acceptable to have bariatric surgery, I don't think that people will do enough before getting it. I do think it should be accepted, but I don't think it should be the norm. I think there are other ways. Our editorial director, Steve Shaw, when I first met him, I lived in North Carolina. To say Steve was obese is an understatement. Steve was fat. Now, if you look at Steve, he looks amazing. He's done a great job. He's an inspiration. Steve didn't have gastric bypass. I am all for psychology. Hell, my wife and I were going through some terrible times in our marriage. It was saved through counseling. There are many ways to modulate your mental thinking if you get with the right kind of person. So I just want to make sure before getting bariatric surgery that you exhaust everything, including psychological help, including nutritionist help, including hiring a trainer, whatever it takes. You are going in and surgically manipulating your body in an extremely invasive manner. Saw a comment earlier. I should take the video down. No, I won't. And here's why. Because it was my opinion. I have books written as late as 2007, 2008. Quote, end quote. I would never drink oil. I think it's stupid. I believe I wrote that in the Game Over Cut Diet book. Okay? I believe it's in this book right here. Or it's in the Lean Mass Diet book. I've written 20 plus books. I don't take those books off the market. My opinion evolves. I have different opinions. This might be going too far into it. Look, I used to be the most pro-choice motherfucker there is, and I still am from a legal standpoint. You know, I don't think we can safely ban abortions without increasing other bad things that happen. I'm not a point A to point B thinker. But here's the deal. After my wife had a miscarriage, I realized that that wasn't a fetus to me, that was a baby. And I'm not saying that's the right opinion, but that's my opinion. Because of my life experiences. I can't walk a day in your shoes. But I am man enough to say that my opinion evolves. And my opinion has always been, and even in that video, I kind of remember what I said. I simply stated it should not be the first thing you go to. And if you go to that first, you're being lazy. And I stand by that. If you have counseling, if you have a nutritionist, if you have a trainer, if you do all of that consistently, you go to the nutritionist every week and check in, you go to the trainer every day, and you go to counseling at least twice a week, and then say, you know what? I just can't do it. I just can't do it. Then you go in and get the surgery. But God fucking damn it. It should not be your first option. If you're fat, you ate too much, and you didn't exercise enough. That I know. You control what you put into your mouth. You control it. If you can't control it, seek counseling first. If that doesn't work, then consider bariatric surgery. But here's the problem. The bariatric community is extremely intolerant of that view. It's almost like the everybody gets a fucking trophy view. If I don't see exactly how you see, you're going to attack me. I'm okay with that. Because I want people who know, who've been overweight like Steve Shaw, who've been overweight like me, I want them to know that it's not your only option. You're much stronger than that. We're all much stronger than that. The human brain is freaking amazing. The humans, we're destroying our own environment. We're so friggin' smart. Think about it. We fly fucking planes. We put a fucking man on the moon, allegedly. Depends who you listen to. I'm passionate about people not getting this surgery because I believe that the human brain and the human body is strong enough to turn down food. Am I basing this on my mindset? Yes. Does that make me right? No. But it's my fucking opinion. And just because I own a company doesn't mean I'm not entitled to an opinion. You're not going to see me waving a MAGA hat. You're not going to see me saying vote Hillary. You're not going to see that. That's not what this channel's for. But God damn it, I'm a health and fitness guy. That's what I do. Health and fitness. And if I'm not allowed to opine on the fact that it's not good to cut your stomach open and fucking cut part of your stomach off, then I don't want to be in this fucking industry. It's my job as a responsible fucking trainer and diet guy. It's my job to tell people there are alternatives. It's in the fucking mind. Your mind is strong. Your mind can do anything. I don't care if your IQ is 60 or fucking 160. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do. I've seen a lot of dumb motherfuckers make millions of dollars with great ideas. Shit, look at me. Have you tried the outright bar yet? Guys, I'm triggered because I'm getting attacked by a bunch of bariatric people. I'm their biggest fucking supporter. If you've had the surgery, I'll be the first one to pick up the phone and talk to you about it. I'll be the first fucking one to help you find a whey protein isolate that your stomach can fit because your stomach's this fucking big because you went in and surgically manipulated it. Look, if you had the surgery, call me. I'll help you. But before you get that surgery, I want you to know that there are options. It's fucking surgery. It's fucking invasive. You can die. And you can die from being obese. There are options. All I'm saying is not to just go straight for the fucking knife. Exhaust the options. There are some doctors, like the guy on My 600-Pound Life, he's awesome. He makes them lose weight. He makes them prove that they're ready for the surgery. I like that guy. But I know of some surgeons who just fucking cut you because they're getting paid. I've seen it, I've heard it, and I've seen patients who they fucking just shitted on. Again, if this makes me a piece of shit, and I'm the biggest piece of shit ever, for telling people not to go into the knives, if at all possible, they can avoid it. But God damn it, if you're gonna slide up in my DMs on fucking Instagram and attack me, I'm gonna do this video. And I'm gonna ask you why you think it's wrong that I'm telling people not to resort to surgery first and foremost. Because guess what? And I'm saying it right here, right now. Surgery is the lazy way out. It fucking is. Modify your lifestyle. Get counseling, psychological help, psychological motherfucking help. I'm not saying, no, just put down the cookie. Some people can't put down the cookie. Our obesity rate's over fucking 60%. Put down the fucking cookie. You think I'm fucking stupid? You think I don't know the psychology? You think I can't read a fucking study? It's all up here. You realize there's studies done showing that people are more likely, like, I'm talking like 90%, some fucking absurd amount, more likely to stick to a diet if the diet is in combination with psychological treatment? You don't think I fucking know that? You don't think I fucking spend my life doing this? Is what I fucking do. But bariatric surgery is not necessary. 99% of the fucking time, and I'm saying it right now. I'm doubling fucking down. It doesn't make you a piece of shit that you got it. No. Makes you someone who's trying to better yourself. I love that. I love that. You want to try and fight the number one fucking killer, premature death cause in Americans. I fucking love it. Fucking love it. But if for one second you think that I'm gonna fucking stand up here and justify surgical manipulation without exhausting all options first, go ahead. I can block you really fast from my Instagram. And yes, I do block people because my Instagram is not a place for debate. No. My Instagram is a place for people to help each other. If you want to debate me, shoot me a DM. We could talk about it. And I might just tell you to leave me the fuck alone because I have shit to do. But yeah, I'm going to block the fuck out of you because I just don't have time for that shit. I should fucking put bourbon in here. Fucking triggered. I feel like someone just assumed my fucking gender. Anyway, guys, I guess this is the part we go to open Q&A. I need a fucking nap. How would you suggest losing weight? I mean, I could point to a diet book, but since I just went on that rant, that would seem like I'm trying to sell you something. Honestly, it comes down to eating less calories than you're burning. It comes down to caloric control. You know, work on losing 1 to 2 pounds a week, and you'll be good to go. I do have a book, dropfactorbook.com. It's $5. But there are so many ways to do it. This guy keeps dropping the N-bomb, by the way, and I'm going to go and block him from this channel. We do not stand for racism here. We don't stand for that shit unless it's told in a joking manner in a private hotel room, which I would never do. Well, especially when Mike was there, he'd beat me up. Hey, what's up, Joyful Fitness? Any advice for young lifters? Honestly, TTH, just enjoy it because it's a marathon, not a sprint. And if you're doing it 20 years from now, it means you're doing it right. What does it take to have a supplement on Tiger Fitness? Obviously, asking me on YouTube how to get into our store is the way to do it. Consumer demand, consumer demand, consumer demand. I'm not going to sit there and pick apart your formula because I'm a pretty big dick about that. If you have consumer demand for your product, trust me, there is a relationship to be had. Is there an accurate way to calculate how many calories you burn in a day? There isn't, and it doesn't matter. Bill, all you do is see how much food, measure your food for a week. Measure every single thing you eat. And then take your average daily intake of calories. And if you stay the same, that's your maintenance calories. Either increase your calories by 200 or so to gain or decrease by around 200 to lose. And aim to lose one and adjust it as needed to, if you're losing, lose 1 to 2 pounds a week. If you're gaining, to gain 1 to 2 pounds a month. Hey, Mark. Hey, Carlos. If I eat some protein, like 20 to 25 grams, 1.5 hours before training, should I have BCA as interest? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Have the BCA intra. And here's why. It really helps because it's already pre-digested. They're free-form branched-chain amino acids. No matter what, have that 2 scoops of machine fuel during training. Why is the picture reversed? Because it's an iPhone with it facing me. I understand you don't understand technology, and I'm okay with that because my kids, even at 5 years old, my youngest, know more about how to use a fucking iPad than I do. My parents don't believe you can lose weight without eating pasta. I count my macros, and that's what counts. Your parents are your parents, and sometimes it's hard to teach an old dog new tricks. Trust me, I know. Replacement for the hip thrust. I don't do hip thrusts, and I don't like them. How about squats? I think hip thrusts are silly as fuck. I hate them. Hey man, sorry again about misunderstanding. Thanks again for the bars. I'm doing everything in my power to make them last. Nat, I sent you free bars. You don't have to apologize. They were free. You didn't ask for them. And I'm a nice guy. It's all good. Nat's my boy. Well spoken, sir. I totally agree. Thank you. What people need to understand about bariatric surgery is that you have to lose weight before they do the surgery. In some cases, yes. And you do. However, if you can lose the weight, what prevents you from keeping it off? Losing weight before the surgery is more proof to me that you don't need the surgery. Am I wrong? I'm currently doing a full body program, 3 days weights, 3 days cardio. My son, I don't feel like it's enough weightlifting for me. Do you see a problem adding my exercise? Oh no, go ahead. Add in, it's your workout, man. There's no right and wrong. Man, a lot of people been. Did gastric sleeve surgery in December and have lost 202 pounds. Jared, congratulations. Congratulations, and I wish you the best moving forward. You can gain your weight back if you fuck off. I eat super clean now and hit the gym 4 to 5 times a week. I tried everything possible in my last call. So thankful I did it. Jared, I'm thankful you did it as well. And because of it, I hope you live a long and healthy life. I really wish you the best. My brother had the surgery twice but refused the therapy. Both times he gained all the weight back. Why did he need it twice? Did they make it smaller the second time? What do you think about prescription medicines such as HCG or phentermine? I fucking hate them. HCG diet isn't HCG. It's some fucking bullshit amino acid supplement. If opinions don't change or evolve, you probably aren't learning. Amen. It's not that fucking hard to diet, man. Keeping yourself busy, forget even you're even hungry. I disagree. I disagree. I know a lot of people who can't diet correctly, and for that, sometimes they need a little bit of help. And that's why I recommend counseling. People ask me what's the secret to a fucking healthy marriage? When we had problems, we went to counseling. And that's the reason we're still together. So I'm okay with asking for help. Don't be too proud. I'm living proof the surgery doesn't work. And you're also living proof, the living Lutheran, that hard work does work. And I watch your stuff. I follow you on Instagram. And I admire the shit out of you. And I know you're Lutheran. I apologize for cursing so much, but we seem to get along okay. Have you ever had any surgery that put you out of fitness for a while? This Friday, I'm going in for another surgery. I've had 2 knee surgeries, and I've had a complete abdominal repair, which I have a lipoma or a fatty tumor getting removed on Friday. Which means that I will be out of the gym for a while. My neighbor's daughter had the surgery and still is obese. Suggestion on how to handle the day when you have a terrible lack of sleep, energy, honestly, it's gonna suck. You just gotta fucking do it. Based on BMI, you are part of the 60%. Yes, I am. Absolutely am. Proud of it. How would you suggest losing weight? Oh, I already mentioned that one, my bad. I've lost 125 pounds since May 2017 and gained so much muscle mass past 6 months. I have a long way to go, but from over 300 pounds to 180, I fight every day for my health. I love the lifestyle. That's when I think Lumbi, as I'm pronouncing your name right. I think that a lot of people have it in them. They just need to believe in themselves. And some people do need the surgery. I absolutely believe it, but I think it's overprescribed. Eat clean, train hard, don't lose momentum. People need to stop being lazy, take back control of your life. I didn't, I'm addicted to this new lifestyle. Lumby, you're the dude. Full body's greater, 3 muscle groups, push-pull. Full body theoretically would be better from science, maybe, perhaps, it could be. I just prefer doing 3 muscle groups, push-pull, and legs. Great vid, do BCA break your fast? They actually technically do, but I don't care. I think the benefits of them and the lack of any significant caloric intake make it worthwhile to take anyway. What is your opinion on EDs, your opinion view on mental illness? Eating disorders exist and you need to be treated by a psychologist. Mental illness does exist and unfortunately the prescriptions we have, Prozac has been shown to be pretty much useless in treating them. So a lot of times we just have to modulate things through counseling. But that's just my opinion. What's your favorite gym machines that give you the best results? The squat rack. Did you ever try, for losing fat, full body, 12 repetitions? Weight training is pretty insignificant. As long as you weight train, you will get results. So don't worry about repetitions. Don't worry about full body. Just worry about modulating your caloric intake and adding in cardio where needed to basically increase your caloric deficit. And with weight training, just be sure to do it. Make that the cornerstone of your plan. Steve, I will be back at HQ hopefully maybe in a week because next week I'm in Texas. I have surgery Friday. I have a tour in Texas the next week. And then I got to go. I have a meeting in Ohio, so hopefully I can stop by. Any advice on building shoulders for mass? Standing overhead press should be the cornerstone of your program. Thoughts on overtraining? How do you know if you're doing it? You're not going to be overtraining, but you will be overreaching or basically under recovering. So if you have it, you will notice that you'll feel a bit groggy. Your appetite might be suppressed a little bit and your reaction time will be increased. What does strength decrease when cutting, losing fat? I think a lot of it's mental because unless you're below like 6% body fat, I don't see a reason for it to happen. Any tips for acquiring the infinity stones? I had DS surgery, duodenal, and it saved my life. 12 years later, I'm 225 with lean body mass of 178. That's awesome. Glad it worked for you. I'm currently on TRT, 125 milligrams a week, and work out 4 days a week and can run a half marathon every week. So you are what you put into it. This surgery gave me back my life from 400 pounds. Very happy for you. Luby, I got the name right. Yes. I have a squint eye and hate the way my eyes look. Nothing I can do there. Good supplements for a rock hard boner. An attractive girlfriend is usually the number one thing. You should mention the selection of workouts on Tiger Fitness. Great stuff. Yeah, we do have a lot of them. Steve does a great job on the content site. Heat up the sun at a specific temp before entering. I usually get in when it hits about 115 and then it gets up to 130. Food travel tips of foods to pre-pack. I can only eat so many outright bars and protein packets. Honestly, I just go to restaurants a lot of the time, or I'll freeze steak or chicken and put it in an ice cooler. When are you going to be in Ohio? Where are you going to be in Ohio? I'm from Cleveland. If I do go, it'll be very quick and very painful. So it'll be a quick one. So it's not even worth announcing, or else people get mad when I can't do it. Psychological help is key to figure out and analyze why you have certain tendencies, what drives you to certain things, so it helps break your cycle, whatever it is. What is your best advice to increase your deadlift? Keep deadlifting, or you could take a few steps back. One thing I like to do, if you're stuck at 405, drop back to 365, go up by 10 pounds a week, and I guarantee you'll probably surpass that. Is the Encyclopedia from Bodybuilding by Arnold one of the best books for learning what exercise target muscle or just, it's a fine book. Outright bars are killer. Thanks for always putting out quality subs. Thank you. I'm trying to recomp my body. What should be my macro percentage? It just depends. It depends on it depends. I mean, there is no right or wrong way. Well, are you getting operated? Yes, I have surgery on Friday. My girl is hot, but we have drunk sex. What can I take before? Drinking will decrease your erectile function. So I recommend stopping the drinking. When to take a deload while cutting? It depends. It depends how hard you go. I don't train hard enough to need a deload at all anymore. However, if you're really going hard, I believe every probably 8 to 12 weeks. Depends on you. Thoughts on dietary cholesterol, cardiovascular, and cancer risk, fastest heart disease, and the diets bodybuilders typically eat on these? Well, I have my levels checked and they're perfect. I think cholesterol is overstated. And, I think cholesterol can be a bit higher than you give you credit for, depending on your diet. I really don't know what you're asking. Do you think Phil is done or will win in the future? Time will tell. It depends how well he bounces back. I've yet to speak with Phil post-Olympia, but I plan to give him a call this week. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. And sorry I got triggered. That's not a game.